Wilma has completely turned on Buck and is now ordering him to be shot down. Why?
You're sending us right into war!
Wilma, you know me. Trust me.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jay's Retro Reactions. Today we're watching episode 8 of season 1 of Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. It's been a few months. I apologise. I had lots of stuff going on in my personal life. All good, nothing to worry about. But that had to take priority, so it took up a lot of time, but it's all sorted now. So today's episode is titled The Planet of the Amazon Women. So, knowing Buck Rogers, this is going to be definitely cheesy and definitely probably a laugh a minute. So I can't wait, because the title alone has me intrigued. So, as I always say, enough of me talking, guys. So let's get on with the show.
The Wathans are honoring the truce, Wilma. They're allowing ships through their blockade as long as they follow the designated corridors.
It seems like the Earth has clashes with everyone, as I've said before. Yeah, they seem to have pissed everyone around them off.
If the Wathans quit the talks and reinstate a full blockade around Madria, we have no choice but to declare war.
Come on, Wilma. Have a little faith in Theo.
Well, that's good. They sent Dr. Theo, the robot doctor, to do the peace negotiations, because you cannot send Ure. Absolutely not. That guy will not only create war, he'll probably give away all the defense plans and leave Earth open to pure invasion.
So I gotta go, Wilma. I'm picking up something on the distress channel. I'll call you when I land.
Buck will answer that distress call. There's a lady on the end of it. He's definitely going.
Hang on, I got a fix on you. I'm on my way.
You sounded good looking. You say that about every Terran.
She's not bad looking herself, in fairness.
No, this one had a nice, good-looking voice. Why don't you switch on video, okay? Okay.
Yeah, give me the girl in the yellow. Buck can have the girl in the red.
Do you have video transmission capability?
Sure do.
So I want to check him out, see what he looks like. So this is obviously not a real distress call. It's some sort of trap.
How's that?
Fine. Couldn't be much better.
The ladies are impressed. Well done, Buck.
My sister and I were hoping that you could give us a tow.
Sisters.
Suppose I just come aboard and check out your engines myself.
I'm sure he just want to come aboard and check out their engines.
10 credits, Linnea. You owe me 10 credits.
No, I don't.
What, don't you think he's good looking?
No.
She's lying. She liked Buck when she saw him on the video transmission.
First Starfighter 1314 to Santia landing control.
There's Buck pulling his two birds. I don't know if you use the term in the US, but in the UK and Ireland, pulling a bird means hooking up with a girl.
Earth ships are categorically denied clearance at Xantia Space.
Would you rather I cut it loose, let gravity take it down, and have it splash all over your spaceport?
The language. Would you rather I have it splash all over your spaceport? Come on, guys. The sexual innuendo here.
You are to follow the yellow landing tracer to docking area 2. The slightest variation from that course will result in your destruction.
The set designer deliberately made everything on the planet of the Amazon women look like a phallic symbol. So watch along with me, guys. Tell me what you spot. I'll let you know what I spot as we see it.
What happened, my dears? I just got word you had to be towed in.
I like the yellow girl's outfit.
Oh my, I'm sorry.
Where'd you get a visa to this place? Can I claim international protection there?
I'm her sister, Linnea. And this is our uncle.
Cassius Thorne.
No offense, the uncle looks like a pedo. He has that dodgy look in his eye, the hair, comb over, the clothes. Yeah, he's giving off pedo vibe to me.
But the controller has made it very clear it doesn't want me to hang around, so while it's been pleasant, I better make it short.
Oh, but you have to let us thank you.
I'd let them thank me, Buck.
Just for tonight?
His visa only needs to be for one night.
Very, very few Earthmen get to see the things on Xantia that we can show you.
Sign me up for that visa program.
You make the dinner arrangements. Nairi, you show him around.
I don't want the creepy uncle guy there, though. He's giving me the fucking shivers, man.
Don't wear him out, Myrie. He's got a big night ahead of him.
She can wear me out, I'll tell you that much.
Will bring a fortune.
You may be right.
The plan is to sell Buck as a stud or something, to kidnap him and make him a sex slave to be sold.
Ruathans, not Earth people, settled Madria. Therefore, the planet belongs to us.
Right, we have two AIs deciding on the future of war between the planets. And I guess humans are going to have to fight those wars while the AI are safe in their databases.
Our Federation will not turn the Madrian sector over to you.
That's it, Dr. Huer. Theopolis. Think about it.
I like how this other AI has totally dismissed Huer, which is correct because he's an idiot, as we spoke about many times.
Karsh?
Tweaky, I'd like to go to the Computer Council chamber, please.
You got it, boss.
I do love how they went to all the trouble of designing lamps to look like the AI, but obviously thought in the future that they wouldn't bother having bodies.
Look who you're messing around with, bozo.
I love it, Tweaky throwing shapes, man. He's never been afraid of giving the owl heave-ho when he needs to, in fairness.
I heard from Buck. He's cooking dinner for me tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Looks like his cooking skills ain't up to much. But interesting question for you guys. If you had a choice between becoming a sex slave on the planet of the Amazon women or returning to the lovely Wilma, who would you choose?
Here we are. Sorry to keep you waiting, Buck.
Oh, no problem. Think nothing of it. So this is where you ladies live, huh?
Yes.
No.
I like Nairi better with her hair down.
Oh, well, I live here.
Why don't you push on some music, Nairi, while I fix everyone some drinks?
The Rohypnol's coming out. I can feel it, guys. It's a couple of episodes since it appeared, but I can definitely feel it coming back here.
Guess I'm being a little selfish.
Here, let me get that.
There we have it, the Rohypnol. I told you.
There you are. There's one for you. And one for you.
Buck likes to be dominated. We just found out something there about his sexual proclivities because he says, yeah, I like to serve, you know? You be my mistress.
Bottoms up.
Buck is probably going to himself here, a threesome with sisters.
I brought him to your quarters because I knew he was the one you've been looking for. You like?
See, creepy Uncle Perving, I knew it. And this wench beside him, I presume, is the Prime Minister he was talking about.
I want him removed.
You realize that according to your law, he must go through the same process as all the others?
What's this process, right? Is it to survive a night with the two sisters? You can manage both of them. You get admitted to be the sex stud for the planet of the Amazon women.
Right now, I'd worry about taking care of him. And fast. He knows something's going on in there.
Thorne's a pimp. He's going to pimp out Buck. That's the plan. He's got the only male stud on this planet.
I had to talk to you before tomorrow.
About the opposition I've been organizing against you? It's your policies.
So this chick is the Prime Minister's daughter, and she wants to, I guess, have access to all the men she wants.
Keeping our planet isolated, making outworlders believe there are men here when there are practically none.
I found a man for you.
Ah, she wants Buck to breed with the daughter. Interesting.
He'll be brought to you tomorrow.
No, I won't go along with that.
Yes, you will. It's the law.
See, it's even the law that they're going to have to breed with Buck.
There's the last of the...
More Rohypnol for Buck. One dose wasn't enough, obviously.
Please?
No. Here, you drink it.
Come on, Buck, take your Rohypnol.
Surely you're hungry by now.
No.
He's hungry, trust me.
I'd like to know what I'm doing here.
Creepy uncle is going to go in and make them do it while he watches and makes copies on video or whatever they have in Buck Century, and then sell them as well as pimp out Buck.
We want you for local consumption.
Whatever that means, I don't like it.
Oh, come on, guys. That kick was so poorly choreographed, it didn't even go near his hand on the gun.
I knew it. You're just in this for the kicks, aren't you?
Be careful! We don't want him damaged!
Just in it for the kicks. How cheesy in 70s can you get with that joke, man? Did that woman even have a gun in her hand?
And take it easy. How do you feel?
He feels Rohypnol and beaten up, obviously.
It's me,
I'm Parker, captain of the Morning Star.
Buck Rogers.
So who are all these other guys gathered around here? The rest of the potential studs?
We were heading out to Timble on an archaeological survey when we picked up the distress signal.
Sounds familiar.
So what are they going to do with all these guys? Because they seemingly only want one stud, so what sort of tests are they going to put them through? I can, like, my imagination's running wild here.
Dr. Macon, team archaeologist. Doctor?
I think we can safely say Dr. Macon is not going to be in the running. No offense to the dude. Sure, he's a lovely guy. He looks like he was bet with a shovel.
Ah, good. You are undamaged, Rogers. You have no idea how happy that makes me.
The uncle's happy. Buck is not damaged.
You're all going to be disposed of pretty soon. Disposed of?
Disposed of, but I presume that doesn't mean kill in these circumstances. So, what does he mean?
Take it easy, Professor. You'll give yourself a heart attack. Not that we'd be losing that much in your case.
So even the creepy uncle is saying that Dr. Markham, God bless him, is bet with a shovel, so he's not in the running.
So unless some of you want to be disposed of, listen up. Now look, that's what you're gonna do.
So Buck doing his normal stuff of plotting to escape from the flashing lights, which seemingly disintegrate you if you go anywhere near them.
Still no word from Buck. Nothing last night and nothing this morning.
Well, that's not like Buck.
No, it's not.
They say it's not like Buck, but come on, every episode they lose communication with Buck or the team he's with and have to go in and rescue him. So it is pretty standard.
Well, under the circumstances, Colonel, I think you should have your ship made ready for takeoff as soon as possible.
It already is.
Oh?
I like to be prepared.
So Wilma is going in yet again to save Buck.
Let's go.
They're going to kill us, Parker. Do you understand that? They're going to...
I presume Dr. Markham here is faking it so that they can do whatever plot Buck came up with. Again, what a disastrous fight scene. But I know, budget constraints, but still, that's bad, man.
I suppose you had to do that to preserve your egos. Well, game time's over. Put the cuffs on them.
I don't think it's only their egos they're worried about preserving. I think it could be their anal virginity in a lot of cases, because God knows what creepy uncle has planned. I'm sure he likes that time I'm up at handcuffs.
Are you ready to move quietly now?
Honestly, if I was Buck, I'd just risk it, man. Anything to get away from creepy uncle, dude.
But the Ruwassans will never release the men unless we confront them.
Which is something we have to do, not my mother.
So I was just thinking, guys, right? If the daughter of the Prime Minister is successful in a revolution and allowing men to come back to populate the planet of the Amazon women, surely to God, there would be more volunteers for that program than any other immigration program ever planned.
Now, I did some checking and I discovered that he's a Terran pilot whose starfighter is sitting in the spaceport right now.
A starfighter?
So she's going to use Buck's ship to take over the planet? Not much of a planet in terms of defense, if that's the case.
Sounds like a crowd cheering.
Gladiatorial games?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, my lord.
What are these tests I'm dying to see? Like, how can you test how much of a stud someone is? Well, I can guess.
Listen to that chanting.
800. This is one of the best meals.
I knew it. Human sacrifice.
Doctor, don't worry. Even if you won whatever contest is in there, you still ain't going to get selected, man.
We have a first-class specimen here. Superb physical condition. High intelligence.
What's the odds the doctor gets no bids? I'm betting he gets no bids.
Ladies, please get ready. We start the bidding at 400.
And of course, Buck is going to get all the bids.
400. 5. I see 5 in the audience. Do I hear more? 800.
The sexism here, guys, is shocking. I'm appalled. Us poor men, huh?
Do I see more?
Move around.
What?
Move around. Show them the merchandise.
That's it, Buck. Show a bit of cleavage, man. You want the ladies to bid. You have to give them something.
I do like that look too.
We have people of other races bidding on white people. Surely this is some sort of affront.
This is a young, attractive, healthy specimen. 2,200. That's more like it.
I told you Buck was going to get loads of bids, didn't I?
20,000. Do I hear more? Going once at 20,000. Going twice at 20,000.
Buck is going for record money here.
Sold for 20,000 credits.
That's it, Buck is going to be the Prime Minister's daughter's stud. Well, at least that's what she's planned, isn't it?
You fetched the highest bid we've ever gotten here.
Of which you get 10%, right?
15.
Told you it was the highest bid they ever got. And of course, Pimp is going to get his 15%.
Let's go.
Where to now?
Where else? To meet your new mate.
Mate?
Why is Buck looking so shocked that he's going to be a mate? What did he think was happening here? He's going to become a domestic servant and that's why he had to strip off his hairy chest and the two sisters were flagellating with him all that time? Like, seriously, Buck, don't be this slow, man.
Get your red hots. Get 'em while they last. You two look like leftover dinners.
Tweaky's always seems to be on something, man. Like, you know, some sort of robot drug. Extra special oil or something, because he's always out there.
Have you heard from Colonel Deering, Doctor?
She should be in Zantian space by now.
Lucky stiff.
I'm sorry, lucky stiff going to the planet of the Amazon women? Has to be intentional.
Stiff? What's a stiff?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't think Euro knows what a stiff is. I don't think he ever knew what a stiff was.
Earth Starfighter 4332 to vessel in distress. Can you copy?
This is the space yacht Aurora out of Xantia.
Well, they're not going to want Wilma, are they, if they come from a planet full of women?
Well, all I need is a few hours to repair my ship.
Earth ships are categorically denied clearance at Xantia spaceport.
Are they going to make Wilma expose her chest in the slave auction? Who knows? We can only hope, guys.
If I don't land on your planet, I'll crash on it.
Earth ships
are categorically denied clearance at Xantia spaceport. I know.
Exactly, Wilma. You better try something else. This ain't working.
If you want to shoot down a vessel in distress, fine. But don't be surprised when the Defense Directorate marches in with a squadron of fighters.
That's the way Wilma threatened him. Good old violence. Tell me, the domination theme is continuing here. Black leather suit, exposed hairy chest again. I haven't seen all these phallic symbols myself. Maybe I missed them. Let me know if you do, guys, in the set design.
I'm Ariella Dine. And you're Buck Rogers.
So what?
He is Buck Rogers. And if you remove the B and put an F in his name, as I said before, that's what he's there for, girl.
You know, your auction was so absurd it was almost funny, but I'm getting a little tired of being led around like some kind of prize bull.
I don't blame you.
You are a prize bull, Buck. Have you not? Has he still not figured out this is the whole point?
I don't like this any better than you do, Captain. I'd rather live alone than buy a mate. The plain fact of the matter is...
What's the plain fact of the matter?
Come with me.
Why should I?
I said come with me. Please.
Yeah, Buck, your property now. Get used to it, mate. She wants to use you, that's her right. He's just bringing him out for a ride. Double entendre meant.
We were being monitored in there.
Monitored by whom?
Probably my mother.
So if she did mate with him, it was going to be all recorded by the mother.
Beautiful out here. Reminds me of summers in Colorado.
We had to fight to keep it like this. 2 years ago, the Ruathans tried to invade us.
Really?
Despite all the trauma he's been through, sold into sex slavery, kidnapped, put in hot handcuffs, leered at by the creepy uncle and all these women, Buck is still able to admire the scenery. And that shows a depth of character I didn't know existed in Buck.
So you hired Cassius Thorne to lure men here and repopulate the planet, huh? Why not just ask for men? I'm sure you have more volunteers than you know what to do with.
Thank you, Buck. That's what I said from the start. Easiest immigration program ever to fill.
If it were common knowledge that Xantia was a world without men, we'd be invaded immediately.
Why? Sure, they have enough women pilots.
I wouldn't worry about it, girl. Honestly, if people will cross in boats and across deserts, blah, 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 just to get somewhere they can get social welfare, if they could get that along with hot nubile women, guaranteed, you'd fill it in no time. Buck just sat down on his arse and went, ow. Now, it could be because of the horse, but my money is actually on the creepy uncle doing something that Bucky didn't want to do.
And I hate what we do to people like you.
You don't have to, you know. You can negotiate with the Ruathans. Earth would help.
There's a better way.
People like him, straight white men?
And we know the Ruathan negotiator uses a simple shuttle to transport himself from his star cruiser to New Chicago.
So they want to kidnap the leader of the Ruathans, which is the other robot doctor that Theo's talking to.
Where does that leave me?
If you could get me through the Stargate and into Earth's solar system, I'll drop you at whatever space station you wish.
Easy, Buck. You just have to penetrate the star system, and she'll do whatever you want.
Takes a lot of chutzpah to do what you're trying to do.
Chutzpah? What is that, a disease?
To be honest, when I was a kid, I'd never heard that term until I started seeing it on American TV shows. And I agree with the girl, it does sound like some sort of venereal disease.
What's this?
Some kind of mineral, I think. Seems to be quite common.
Looks like barbarite.
Ah, don't tell me. This is the mineral that they're almost going to war with the Ruathians over. So now they'll solve Earth's problem as well and avoid war.
She heard us.
They'd want to run a bit quicker than that. It was quite slow to the horses there, guys. Buck's really getting into it though. Go on, yeah. Not the shimmering laser things. Don't tell me Wilma's going to be in the space station and she's faking the distress call, so her ship is fine. So she's going to be able to help Buck and the girl get his starship and do what they have to do, kidnap the Ruathan leader. It's all going to work out perfectly.
Buck is definitely here at Xantia. His ship was at the spaceport when I arrived.
And you think he's being held by the Xanthian government, eh?
And for some reason, Wilma can send communications back to Earth unimpeded.
I gotta go. I think I got a lead on Buck. Daring out.
So what's the significance of this sun symbol? Okay, it was Buck's medallion. Apologies. Should have figured that out.
Would you perhaps like to pay a social call to Mr. Devronin to keep the communication lines open more or less?
What the hell is up with Tweaky's eyes? It looked like the left one has been damaged or something and couldn't afford to replace it.
And Twiggy here can have a conversation with Mr. Devronin's bodyguard. Kosh.
Stuff that.
Stuff that?
Ah no, it was just the lighting. My mistake.
I wouldn't advise further contact between them. On their last encounter, Tweaky lived up to his name.
Tweaky's been stirring the shit, Dr. Hure. He loves stirring the shit, and he basically riled up the other guy's bodyguard.
Yeah, I gave him a tweak he'll never forget. Tweak.
You gave him a tweaky you'll never forget. Again, I'm hoping that's a euphemism and not actually something more real, but with this show, you never know.
I know this must come as a great shock to you, Prime Minister. But I do have the recordings to prove it.
So this woman was bidding for Buck, so what's the odds she goes for Prime Minister? Look, I just told you your daughter's secret plans, which are, going to screw you up. So now you owe me, so my reward should be Buck.
How is it you came to be spying on my daughter?
I'd rather not say, Prime Minister.
How does she have recordings? She wasn't even recording anything.
And just what do you expect to gain from telling me all of this?
Just the knowledge that I've helped my world.
And Buck, wait and you see.
And I want the Terran pilot, Buck Rogers.
I might have known.
Told you guys, do I know my middle-aged women or what?
If and when my daughter arrives, I want her brought to me, unharmed.
That woman would eat Buck alive, calling it now. She gets her hands on Buck, the man will be a shell of himself. Within a week, he'll be drained, man. Creepy uncle's back prowling about. Never good.
That pendant you're wearing belongs to a friend of mine. Where is he?
Really don't know.
I think you do.
Haha, creepy uncle, Wilma's got you now.
I'll give you 30 seconds before I fry you inch by inch from the bottom up.
I think this guy would actually like that, Wilma. I'm not joking. Particularly from the bottom up.
Have you ever heard of a grilled cheese sandwich? Let's say you're the bread. Hold it over a fire for, say, 2-3 minutes.
This is definitely going to turn this guy on.
I'm going.
You see, he's going willingly now because that kind of thing turns him on. Mr. Kinky Uncle. Hang on. And so Buck's collection of women continues to grow. Every episode he's bringing a woman off with him in his starfighter.
Sorry, nobody home.
I'm still not seeing any bloody phallic set designs.
Don't move. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Buck Rogers. Where is he?
Tell her about the grilled what-do-you-call-it.
I told you the guy was into the whole grilled cheese metaphor. Look at him, he's even saying, say it again. Again, do I know my perverts or what?
You better worry about yourself, lady. Those are the Prime Minister's guards.
Wilma, just fire a gun on the ground, they'll all drop. That's what happened with Buck's gun.
The Ruathan Negotiator travels to and from a star cruiser every day, escorted by Earth starfighters.
I know that.
So Buck got away, but poor Wilma's been captured.
But since they know me, they'll ask questions first.
And then they'll open fire?
Yeah, well, the idea is to do away with that part.
So Buck managed to find his helmet, but not his uniform, and is still in the Black Dom outfit.
And you're in league with a man who started a gun battle in our spaceport. And yet I'm simply to let you go.
And you lied, Prime Minister, in order to get Buck a land on your planet, so, you know, you can't really be too harsh on Wilma for that.
Then Buck and Ariella are going to try to kidnap the Ruathan negotiator, Mr. Devronin.
What chance do they have of succeeding?
A lot. Hewer's in charge of security, so 100% chance of succeeding.
My daughter could actually do this.
Yes, she could.
Fair play to Wilma. She's not saying because Hewer's in charge of Earth's defense and it's basically just a walkover. She's covering for him. That's a good colleague.
And Xanthi will be open prey once Ariella exposes your vulnerability.
You don't want your vulnerability exposed, Prime Minister, not at all. Again, the double entendres. I love it.
See that Colonel Deering gets to her spaceship as quickly as possible.
She definitely has to stop Buck penetrating.
Even though my daughter is with Rogers. Do whatever must be done.
In fairness, that Prime Minister swallowed Wilma's story quite easily and just went along with it. Again, I'm going to use double entendres as well because this script is littered with it.
How do we know the negotiator's going to be en route in his shuttle?
No, we don't. But it's mid-afternoon on Earth. The meeting should be breaking up pretty soon.
Now, I do remember the Stargates do look like vaginas, and the ships going through them do look like intercourse, so yeah, I'm sure we're going to see that again.
Entering Stargate.
And they're entering the Stargate.
Is that the shuttle?
165 degrees port. You must bring good luck.
We'll know that for sure pretty soon, won't we?
So now all that's left to do is grab the Ruathan Prime Minister robot on a chain dude, the AI, and all's well.
There's been a change in plans. The shuttle and Mr. Devronin are to dock with my ship immediately.
I heard that, whoever you are.
So they're not going to secretly land on the ship? They're just going to announce their arrival?
I'm afraid it's not a request, sir. I'm ordering you to prepare for boarding immediately.
Now, wait a minute, Captain.
There's no time to explain.
And the whole security escort from Earth will just follow Buck Rogers' orders because he's Buck, even though he's not an official member.
This is Colonel Deering. Don't listen to him, Major.
Wilma?
I know what you intend to do, Buck, and I can't let you do it.
Wilma's a rat. I never put Wilma down for a rat.
Buck is trying to kidnap Mr. Devronin.
What?
You have 3 seconds to clear this vector, Buck.
Wilma, he knows that the planet of the Amazon women have got the barbarite mineral they need. So they don't need the Ruathans anymore.
Major Norris, you know me. And you know I'm capable of destroying this entire escort if I have to.
Big words from Buck, and as I said, even though he's from the 20th century, he's somehow the best pilot that Earth has ever seen.
There's too much at stake, Major. Open fire. Full pulsars.
Wilma has completely turned on Buck and is now ordering him to be shot down. Why? She ain't trusting you, Buck.
He's hit. I'm gonna finish him.
This guy's mad to finish Buck. Maybe he sees him as his rival.
No! Cease fire. Buck, are you alright?
Yeah, we are. Nice shooting, Major Norris.
And Wilma just suddenly decides she's not going to shoot Buck down. Okay.
Prepare for boarding, sir.
I'll have you executed too. I'll have all 7 of you executed.
What the hell is going on? Wilma's just totally changed her mind and is now siding with Buck to kidnap the Prime Minister.
Some very disturbing transmissions are coming in from Colonel Deering and Captain Rogers.
Yes, you were always the last to know.
Oh, she's found him. Well, good. Where are they? What are they doing?
Don't ask.
Well,
they're kidnapping the Prime Minister that you're in negotiations with, Hewer.
they were threatening to destroy the Ruathan Negotiator shuttle.
What?
Exactly, Hewer. Your number 2 and number 3 in command are completely undermining everything you're doing, but I'm sure it'll be forgiven because you need them desperately.
Colonel Deering, you of all people should know that this is tantamount to a declaration of war.
She does know, but for some reason, which is unexplained, she changed her mind and sided with Buck. Maybe we're about to find out why.
Mr. Devronin, this is Captain Buck Rogers. He can explain everything. I hope.
Nice hospital pass there, Wilma. Buck is on the stand now.
What on earth is going on?
Oh, just a little impromptu negotiating, that's all, Dr. Ure.
Holy Toledo, Doc.
Ure leads his old alcohol fix while negotiating this terribly delicate situation. Maybe that explains why Ure is always off kilter.
2 years ago, the Ruathans invaded Xantia, and in the process either killed or captured most of the male population.
Not sure this is a good idea, Buck, telling one of their enemies that they're totally defenseless and devoid of men and can't defend themselves. But anyway, you go for it, man.
The Earth is willing to relinquish all claim to that colony, provided that any Madrians who wish to do so be allowed to leave.
He's insane.
Ure is finally copping on. This solves all these problems.
Dr. Theopolis, Dr. Ure. Buck knows what he's doing. Trust him.
So Wilma didn't really know what Buck was going to do and that he'd found the Barbarite. She just, as I said, decided to shoot him down and then decided not to. Very strange.
Make mine a double Twiki.
More drink for Ure. And one for Dr. Theo, even though he can't drink.
If the Ruathans had known that there was more Barbarite on Xantia than there was on Madria, they'd never have agreed to your terms.
I'm still disappointed by the ending because there's obviously going to be no mass immigration program to repopulate with men the planet of the Amazon women.
What's going to happen to your mother?
Well, she's been removed from office. She and Cassius Thorne and all the others will be tried by the new leadership.
So everything's worked out quite well for everyone involved, except maybe the Prime Minister who's been arrested. And the women have got their men back.
Well, I guess I'll come back next week and say goodbye.
I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
Buck still thinks he's in with a chance, but he didn't take it when he had the opportunity.
Besides, you have a dinner date tonight.
I do? Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back, and that's the end of episode 8 of Buck Rogers. Actually, I love that episode. That's one of my favorites, I think. The double entendres, the sexual innuendo, the twist on feminism, there's a lot of interesting takes on, I suppose, what would have been relevant politically and socially for the era that Buck Rogers was made in, which is the late 1970s, early 80s. It was funny, it was interesting, it did have a few plot holes like most Buck Rogers episodes, but yeah, sign of the times. And it was a tightly budgeted show with very strict timing deadlines by the studio, so again, I can understand it. But still, fair dues to the writers, as I said, for coming up with like all those cheesy jokes and stuff, because that isn't easy under pressure to make something funny, and they did it. And it shows why Buck Rogers is still a classic today, because something you can look back on with great fond memories. And even if you weren't around to watch this when you were younger, this is how shows should be made, even still today. I'm not talking about the set designs and stuff, but I'm talking about the kind of irreverence. The irreverence for the social norms and political norms of the day, and playing with things and twisting them and doing it in a totally funny way. Buck was the object of sexual gratification for once, or sexual obsession by the women. The women were in charge. Feminism was running the planet. But Buck was still his good old chauvinistic self, which is great, And I don't mean that he's a chauvinist, but you get my point. Like, it's just all that interplay of those social norms of that time. And, twisting them and making fun of them. What else? Yeah, I don't know what the hell IMDb was on about. I see no phallic set designs there other than the stuff that we see in every episode. But maybe I'm blind, maybe I'm not artistic enough and I missed it. So if you spotted anything in any of the scenes, let me know. And maybe I'll see it myself when I'm doing the editing and have more time to focus on particular scenes. That's pretty much it, guys. I'd love to hear your comments on episode 8 and where you'd rank it. I'd put it up there with Planet of the Slave Girls. But that's kind of where I'm ranking it at the moment. The episode only scored 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. I personally would rate it 7.5. I enjoyed it a lot, as I said. But yeah, let me know what you think. Guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction, check out my Patreon. You can get a 7-day free trial. You can get access to exclusive reactions such as Bandit Brothers. You'll get early access to all my videos. Up there at the moment, or will be, sorry, in 2 days' time, is The Cube, which will be a week before it gets out on normal channels. And that's about it. As I always say, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families. God bless, and bye for now.
'Cause we want retribution.